that goes back and forth between the two games. So that's what we're going to make them do. Just to give you our standings so you know our current score placement and where we are at. Wolfox is leading the pack with 22 points currently. Coming in second place is GTA, but right behind GTA is Babafett with 12 points. Mr. Thomas Kita and Targario both sitting at 10, and Crystal Bubbles at 4 points currently. Last night in our pure rock crawling around, if you missed that, we had a close match between Babafett and Wolfox. Wolfox managing to pull out a win by 3 gates that he did not hit. It was fun. Rock crawling was great. Wolfox, we are... There was one question on sound. Never mind, though. Wolfox, let me find you in here so that we can go live to you, and I can talk about what you're doing. But go ahead and take us over. We're in the swap game. We are playing Endurance, and we'll get that running points total as we get going. Wolfox picking...
You'll see why.
We are ready to go. 8-minute we are ready to go. Your 8-minute timer starts now. Well, I'll, start it now.
Well, I've had this game for a while, like, once they played it a lot, so...
That is what everyone hopes. Everyone hopes this is just one of those games that lived on your Steam list, and you had it, but never played it. Now you'll notice in the center of the screen, there's a countdown going down. That is the time left. So in 4 seconds, the game is going to switch from Puyo Puyo over to Tetris. Frantically swapping back and forth. There is a secret hold feature, not a secret hold feature, but just a hold feature that lets you stash one of your Tetris Tetroids. So Wolfox grabbing a hold of the long bar just to make a nice easy grab and dump some easy pieces out quickly. And on a fast, constant Tetris attack. Hopefully everybody else is watching and taking notes, especially in these little Puyo Puyo sections so that they have an idea on what is the trick here.
Yeah, there's ways to set up combos and stuff, but I'm no good at that, so I'm just kind of trying to get rid of them. And then get a combo.
Our drops over from the CPU attack on the other side of the board. Wolfox, are you going with controller or keyboard combos on this?
Controller. Yeah, I'm not sure how this would even play on or how well it play on a keyboard.
I'm trying to think of any other tip questions I can ask you during your playtime here so that other people can glean some tips.
Writing notes furiously. Travis, furiously.
I'll keep asking.
I'm not switching to controller right now. I practiced on keyboard.
If you practiced on keyboard, stick with the keyboard.
I'm sure it's fine.
First, but it's confusing.
The score we're looking at that we care right now is that 18,000 points at the bottom. That if Wolfox or anyone else gets defeated, we just record that score and then continue with adding that to their next score that they get in this 8-minute time period. Wolfox taking strong advantage of a quick drop.
Oh yeah, you have to. You figure out why I like this character?
It's cute.
I just like how he says P all the time. I think that's funny.
Ah. Sure.
I like the twins for just their dumb smack talk. It is like, do you like that? How about that? Take this. We're at the 4-minute mark. We're at the 4-minute mark. Wolfox doing well. I got all fancy and made my spreadsheet ready to just auto-add these things, and I may not have to use it for you here.
Like I said earlier, they'll just jump trash on like your entire board, and suddenly you're like, all right.
If you haven't figured out that quick drop command yet, you should go check your keyboard, your controller settings while you wait.
Yeah. By default, that's up. You can't do it with the Puyos.
Yeah.
I think there's you can change that somewhere, but by default, it's you just have to hold down.
I have no idea what mine is. I'm on the keyboard.
Big strategy, God. Keyboard jumping.
Get one piece.
Nice.
That's where quick drop comes in handy. Get it in before it fades away. We're at the 1.5 minutes left. Feels like the Tetris side of this game is your preferred side.
Oh, definitely. Like I, played Tetris for a lot longer than I played Puyo. I think that's probably true for us all, though.
Most of it.
Uh, 30 seconds left.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Very good.
Really planned that. Yeah.
Set of chains there. Oh man, this time the swap is almost set. We're at 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, pause your game. 5, 2, 7, 4, 4.
I'm happy with that.
5, 2,
Surprised I
7,
didn't lose
4.
once. Surprised I didn't lose once.
Nice.
Thanks.
Well played.
All right, nicely done. turn off timer. I don't need you still going. All right, Baby Fat, you are up next. Your wonderful rock crawling expertise got you into running second. I hope you gleaned a little bit of extra there from Wolfox's power.
Yeah. Hopefully.
You are set at swap. I am ready to go. If you are ready to go.
Okay.
All right. 8 minutes on the clock, starting with the Tetris. You found your drop command on the keyboard. Did you figure out the bank command on the keyboard?
Nope.
How to hold one.
It's L1.
C on keyboard.
C on the keyboard to hold.
Oh. Oh, see, the Puyos don't have the hold,
Puyos,
or not
no.
the hold, but the quick drop.
The quick drop.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, the fusion mode. They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for that.
Yeah. I keep trying to press the space bar to try to get him to go faster. Oh. What was it?
C.
Woo!
You can tuck it away until you need a square. That's not what you want to see happen. That blocks
No.
off all those guys.
Oh, jeez.
All right. If it comes down to it for a tiebreaker, that's a thing that will help you.
We get the exact same score.
Yeah. It's, you know, gotta have those tiebreaker just in cases.
Oh!
I cleared out a good amount there. Whenever I play this, it always feels like, even though it's 20 seconds in both games, that it's like 10 seconds in Tetris and 40 seconds in Puyo.
And 5 years off your life.
Well, I'm not playing for anything. I'm just playing for fun and making up rules, so it's way less stressful for me. You're just inside the halfway mark.
Oh,
Don't forget you got that big square up there too sometime.
Oh my gosh. This switching is ridiculous. I don't like it.
I tried to guess what you guys would like the least, and then pick that game mode.
Cool. This is the one I practice the most. Figure it's practice on both ends, so.
Oh my gosh.
Coming up on 2 minutes left.
Oh no.
Okay, 1, 3, 7, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and just go back in and restart.
Maybe.
Oh no, it's going to update your records.
It's gonna take its
Retry.
sweet time.
We're at 40 seconds left. We get a shot at this Tetris and just a little bit of Puyo Puyo more. All right, we're at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's pause there. 3, 3, 4, 4. All right. Well, Wolfox setting the bar high at 52,000, but you're at 17,000. That's a respectable opening. GTA, you are up next. How are we feeling about this game today?
This is my favorite mode, actually.
Well, that's good.
I only just started playing the Puyo part, but yeah, this was pretty fun.
All right, we are ready to jump in. Go ahead and get into that swap mode and pick your avatar.
Battle mode engaged.
Oh, Zed.
It's endurance mode, despite what the robot says. It's very confusing.
Activating Tetris
My
mode.
favorite mode.
Here we are!
lost
Oh
my line.
no! Now you've lost your line!
I'll get it back.
So ready for that Tetris.
Yeah, shouldn't have done that at the last second.
Mode change.
Yeah, you got one right there, so that's good.
Receive. Mode change.
I like that your robot announces to us that it's mode change, so we know it's coming.
Vital scan. Severe damage.
Oh, that was severe damage.
Able to do that.
Mode change.
Now it's your chance to do some severe damage.
That's definitely my preferred mode.
Receive. Mode change. Vital scan.
Oh no! Your reds. Oh, well, there we go. A little.
Nutrition. Crisis averted. Vital scan. Mode change.
At least you've got this hole on the side there that you can dump things in.
Vital scan.
Couldn't get it.
Vital scan. Crisis averted. Vital scan. Receive. Vital scan. Vital scan. Vital scan. Mode change.
You're just crossing your halfway mark.
Vital scan. Vital scan. Crisis averted. Vital.
Does the robot say crisis averted when you go to Puyo Puyo if you're doing well there? Or is it like, he just knows you're really good at Tetris? It's like, oh god, then we're out of there, thank goodness.
Vital scan. Mode change. Damage received.
And wait for it.
Oh. Can you hold off for 22983?
Recharge mode engaged.
Oh, Carby. Alright, go ahead and zip through there again. I've got your score. And retry, and just, you got 2 minutes 45 seconds.
No, not Puyo.
Activating Puyo Puyo mode. Vital scan.
Yeah, that was ready for it to happen. That was a good dump of a square you didn't want in Tetris.
Yeah, it's useful when they get rid of the pieces you don't want.
Yeah. It only works on that last piece, but when it can happen, it's a nice extra bonus.
Mode change.
Could be a mistake.
No.
That's the line for life.
Dang.
I still had one in mind. In my hole.
Vital scan.
We're looking at 40 seconds left.
Vital scan. Mode
So you have enough time for this Tetris plus one more Puyo Puyo. Just what you hoped for.
Minerals.
Minerals!
Has to do with anything.
Alright, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, pause that. 75.96. Alright, that gets you a 30,579 overall total score, sliding you into second place.
It's good.
Moving us to Mr. Thomas Kita. Far up. That's what?
Sheesh. 35,000. That's or 36,000 almost. That's the score.
30,000 to get to
30,000.
second. If you want first, if you want that, 52,744.
I've been practicing. I don't know how you guys get past like 17,000 points, but all right. I guess we'll see how it goes.
You got this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll see.
There's the vote of confidence.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with Mr. You know what? Here, we'll go with the guy who looks like a teacher, because that's
There
who
we
I-
go.
Oh yeah.
That because his name is
Hey,
So,
hey. All right.
Oh, E.
Also, as a man of a certain age, I imagine Tetris is your mode of choice in here.
it is a certain go-to, you could say. My controller seems to be a little bit fickle.
This is one of the few Omegathons that the controller can't be blamed on me.
Oh no,
I didn't supply it. We had a Nintendo 64 controller sort of go out on someone in the middle of a WrestleMania
Oh no,
match
that's
where just
awful.
like a couple buttons stopped working and they got crushed. And they were like the third person to use the controller and it had been fine. And so it's like the controller, and it's like, no, it's worked fine. It's worked fine. No, it's broken. And the match finished, and then it got confirmed at the start of the next round because the select button to like choose your character didn't work anymore, and that was also the punch or breakout button. But such is the whims of the Omegathon. Swap.
Come on. Ah, damn it.
Oh no.
Heck.
Is your Puyo Puyo approach attempting to make the chains happen?
Just doing whatever I can to try to get as many points as possible, because I don't know how else to do it. Ah!
Yeah, that's okay. That was just gonna disappear. It didn't hurt.
That's okay. That was gonna hurt.
There's a
One
win.
win.
Just in case, that might be important for the tiebreaker.
Oh, good. Tell me now.
I mentioned it during Boba Fett's win.
Fair enough. Dumbo.
How interesting.
Ah!
Oh no!
Oh no.
All right. Oh, same damn piece.
Oh no, another line lost. We're inside. I missed your 4-minute mark. You're at 3 minutes of your 8.
Oh, cool. All right. I know now. I thank you for picking me for the Omeganauts, because I will play this game forever. Come on. All right, there we go.
With the shift. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you. Ooh, there we go.
Oh, got it in time. You're inside of 1 minute. No, it's 2 wins.
Very nice.
Wins feel like they should somehow be a multiplier in the game for your final score.
I agree. Wholeheartedly.
I'm in as a actual game mechanic, not in my imaginary game mechanics. Oh, that's time! All right, 19,376. Well, that
3 wins. Oh man.
yeah, with 3 wins, that does slide you above Boba Fett, but not quite in the range of GTA. All right, Gary Oak, you are next. Let me find your screen.
Okie dokie.
All right, you've had a chance to watch 4 people go. How are you feeling?
I'm still pretty sure I'm laughably terrible at this game.
Well, that's what the audience came here for, so...
I also like the purple-haired girl because purple is my favorite color.
Nice.
Yes. So here we go.
That is a reasonable... It's as good a reason to pick anyone in this game as anything.
Alright.
Oh, can we have our Japanese language back?
I figured I'd give it a whirl. Oh boy. Alright.
As a relatively new to Tetris person, did you know that you can slide pieces in at the bottom? When they get to the bottom, you can shift them right or left still?
I did hear about that.
Alright. We saw it happen at least once.
I'm gonna have a similar strategy,
Don't forget you have your hold. Yep, there we go.
Sure. Oh, goodbye.
There we go. That worked.
Oh,
It's a fresh start. That's all that means. It's just a nice clean line as a new fresh start.
Got a chance to get some combos.
Yeah. as long as there's a full Tetris. Nicely done. Oh, you saw it. Oh, good.
Wow, nice.
Way to skip across.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, no. Nice.
Oh my.
Oh, that is time.
Oh. Well,
I got so into that.
because I died. Yeah.
There we go. 16,476. I was like, what is the buzzing that I'm hearing with my... Oh, hold on. Timer. All right. 16,476.
Yes, sir.
Crystal Bubbles.
Hi.
You've seen all the secrets. You've watched
Sorry,
all...
which secrets?
They were secret, but you saw them. All right. There's no music.
What?
I mean, the sounds are there. I'm hearing thumps, but I don't get Tetris songs.
I can hear it.
Interesting. I have no idea what it's going to sound like on the next level. I don't know if Puyos make noise. They make loopy noises. I had no idea.
They do.
Bloop, bloop.
It sounds like my stomach right now. With my severe anxiety.
You are doing great in the whole competition. Nothing to be anxious about.
And who is that for exactly?
Everyone. All 6 of you. This game feels so less frantic without music.
Nice strategy.
I must have turned the sound down to...
Just the actual music sound and kept the sound effect sound.
It's okay, it helps keep your heart rate low.
Oh, way to get that one hit right there. Nice.
Just us can't hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh, no.
thing!
Fish man.
This is the worst.
Ah,
Oh, no. On the wrong side. Oh, there we go. You got the purples out. Time for payback.
oh, come on, controller!
Oh! Fish 705.
How rude.
Go ahead and retry.
That's not a great start.
You've got still 5.5 minutes left. No. The bloop is just so lost in the music. It's such a like intentional sound effect that just goes away, and that dun 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 dun. So I want to ask, because you mentioned you were learning Japanese, if you know what they're saying, but I also don't want to distract you from your focus.
Not a clue. Come on!
Man, I'm pretty sure that's... Oh, again!
No one else got this!
Okay, 1, 2. You got 2.5 left. You could keep climbing. That music, the slamming down of Tetris pieces, sounds so just forceful. Thump.
As opposed to the light touch we've had before.
The thump has always been there with everyone else, but it's just been there just over the music, and now it's like as loud as it needs to be over the music, but no music.
The thump for me is hitting the space bar.
Ah, that's okay. Those landed in the wrong spot anyways.
Oh,
It's because you picked the twins, so they're going twice as hard on you.
apparently.
Let's see, you're at our 1 minute warning.
And how quick's your math?
I've got my spreadsheet doing all of the work for me. I set it up ahead of time tonight.
Oh.
30 seconds. He's so frantic over on the Puyo side. All right, a win for it. 3, 2, 1. That is time. So go ahead and hit pause for me. What do we got? We got 11, 8, 20.
Oh, man.
All right. So sorting these out here now as we get to the end. Wolfox strongly coming out of the gate and setting a mark for everyone to chase that held up. Coming in first place, 5,274 points total. GTA coming in second, 30,579. Crystal Bubbles sliding into third place.
Wow, nice.
Very.
25,837. Followed by Mr. Thomas Kita at 19,376. And then a Baba Fett at 17,065. And Targaryen Oak this time bringing up the rear, 16,476. So we will get their points totaled up into the Grand Prix. We'll make sure that we get that over into the Discord where you get a chance to see the running score. Did they beat me to it?
Yes.
All right.
For you.
So our standings have adjusted a little bit. Let's see. I'll go in here. I'm going to throw these in. This is 8 points. Wolfox pulling well ahead of the pack now at a full 30 points. GTA getting the 6 points this time. Crystal Bubbles getting 4, bringing Crystal Bubbles up to... Nope, that was Targaryen Oak, who I just gave those points to. Hold on. Crystal Bubbles getting 4. That gets Crystal Bubbles into 8. The 3 points goes to Mr. Thomas yet again, getting 3 points this round. Baba Fett getting 2. Targaryen Oak getting 1. We are now looking at Wolfox with 30 points in the Grand Prix, GTA at 20, Baba Fett at 14, Mr. Thomas at 13, Crystal Bubbles at, well, I did this in the wrong order, Targaryen Oak at 11, and Crystal Bubbles at 8. I was reading them in my actual order. It was almost in perfect order. So thank you for joining us tonight. Tomorrow, we get a chance to tap into Horizon Chase Turbo, a little bit driving. We drove on the rocks yesterday. Tomorrow we drive on the mean streets and sometimes dirt roads, and it's all over the place with Horizon Chase Turbo, but it should be a fun time. We'll have another chance for Shake Up Wolfox establishing himself pretty well dominantly in the lead, but second place is still definitely up for grab. First place still could happen. Everyone just has to band together to take on Wolfox, because one person can't do it alone now. Now the other 5 have to team in Voltron style to come after the Wolfox. So we will see you back here tomorrow night, same time, same channel. Thank you for joining us, Omeganauts. Thanks for playing these torturous games for all of our viewing pleasure. We will see everyone mañana.